live from my son's room. This is the last video of the series. This one we showed how to assemble the base and how to put your fasteners on and all that. So we'll do a little voiceover, tell you what I did. We'll go from there. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.
Hello, let's build this base. Here's the legs we got from Carolina Leg Company. A lot of options over there. I love these guys. They've always treated me pretty good. This time we went for some 5-inch pine legs. Usually paint grade I'm going to go with maple, but pine was just kind of in the budget for the project. First thing I do is lay them all out and then put marks on my inside corners. So all my grain direction is the same. I'm going to mark all my inside corners. It helps me keep track of where to put my domino machine, as you'll see. This is where that story stick comes into play that we made earlier in video 2. So you put the top at the top of the leg, you transfer your hash marks, and then you transfer them to the bottom as well. You don't need to, but that definitely helps. And just do that for all the legs, using that corner mark as a reference point. Get your domino adjusted where you want it, play around a little bit, grab the apron. I usually mark the center line, and then I grab my apron and kind of put it where the center line's at to see what my reveal is going to be. I want it a little bit deeper here, so made that adjustment. The top hole is always tight for me, and then I always loosen, make a wide mortise for the bottom hole, just to ensure we don't have to do a little arm wrestling match trying to get them in. You'll see here that top indicator line. That's where you want to reference your domino machine. Alright, do the same thing to all 4. I'm going to come back, just kind of touch up my aprons, hit them with some 180. Give yourself a good amount of glue, but don't overdo it. You can put a lot in the hole, brush it around, but on the actual apron itself, just kind of take it easy. You don't need a lot of glue. It's just going to create a big mess for you. Again, fill your holes up good, brush them, and do the same thing with the other leg. Alright, throw a clamp on there, throw a couple pieces of scrap here. I like longer ones, so when I put the second clamp on, you can use the same one. Tighten it down good, and then on my second clamp here, I like to clamp from the front side. So if it does pull one way or the other, at least it's pulling towards the outside of the table, if that makes sense. Those parallel clamps don't always have even pressure, so try to put them on the outside like that. Wipe it down, brush it real good. Take your time and get all the glue off now, because it's going to be a lot easier when it's done. And then I like to stick a pin in here. This will obviously be inside of the table. Drill down past the domino, and then just drive a 3/8. Fill it full of glue, and then drive a 3/8 rod in there just to help kind of hold everything together throughout time. And grab your little block plant, finish sander, and knock those down flat. Alright, this was one of the most stressful table builds I had for some reason. Everything went wrong, and the GoPro overheated and stopped, so I didn't get much of it, but you get the idea here. It's kind of the same thing, just on a much longer scale. Make sure you get plenty of glue, make sure you squeeze good. Then you'll see in the next clip I use ratchet straps for the bottom. That's usually what I use. when I clamp these, I'll put a bar clamp across the top, is what you'll kind of see before the video cuts out. And then on the bottom, I'll put a ratchet strap all the way down at the bottom of the leg and connect them long ways and kind of squeeze that apron tight. I've seen guys do pinch dogs up top as well. Whatever works to keep that tight. You're still going to have your corner brackets and you're still going to have your anchor bolts, so there's still plenty of support there, but ratchet straps are a very good go-to for this. Alright, Jack decided to come help today for a couple hours, so we've made up some stretcher boards, which are typically dadoed in. This one did not get dadoed, so I threw some Craig screws and a bunch of glue and made it happen. Just like to really dado, I think it just looks more professional, but this one just got missed, so we had to do with what we had. Angle brackets. I've seen a lot of weird jigs for the drill press for these, but I found just doing it like this is so much easier. And I like to use 1 inch or 1 1/4 inch Craig screw with the washer head on it. Just really pulls them in tight. So as you're installing these, glue them up real good. Give them a couple tacks with a nail gun to keep them in place, and then go back and run your screws in. Right there.
What is that?
Alright, time to finish. Easy vinyl white sealer. That's what we're going to use for our primer. We're going to kind of just look over the legs, make sure nothing needs filled. I'm going to shoot everything real thick, and then I'm going to go back and fill spots that I see once the primer's on. It's a lot easier that way. Just use your whatever wood filler. I really like Timbermate or even a Bondo if it's a much bigger hole. So hit everything real thick, take a look at it, and then after you use this vinyl sealer, you're going to need to sand it. So about 360 grit. Hit it down real good. You're going to feel it smooth out. Blow it down, and then we'll come back with our top coat in a second. Alright, so now we've got everything sanded down, we've got everything filled. Our table is still upside down. We are going to use this lacquer-based top coat. I think this was a 20 sheen. Fill everything real good. You want to paint everything with this table upside down and then get it flipped over, because there's spots right now that aren't being painted because it's sitting the wrong way. And the less time I can flip these tables, the better. So I like to leave them all upside down until I'm completely done painting. Then I'll flip it back over like this. That way I can get all the spots that were hidden, that were upside down. And I believe what I'm doing here is just top coat. I got a 20 sheen lacquer. The paint has dried, I've scuffed it, and now I'm just going to come back with a lacquer top coat just to protect it. So now it's time to get this thing out of here to the other side of the shop. Figure 8 fasteners. You can buy about 20 of these on Amazon for $10. Pretty cheap things. They allow for wood movement. They come with screws, fairly easy to put in. Find your Forstner bit that fits. Sink them down a little bit so they don't hit your tabletop. Go all the way around. Put plenty in, especially across those middle brackets to help keep that table flat. Alright, so these are my corner bolts. A lot of guys will use a removable. It's like a lag bolt on one side and thread on the other. I elect just to put a good head screw in there. This table's not going to be taken apart. It's not going to be shipped, so I don't need to ever break it down. And here's some final shots. Not the best final shots, but I just had to get this video out today, so I went down there and took a few.
I had to run back down here and get some final video for you guys. Not the best staged video, but at least you get the idea. So that's the end. That's the end of this table build series. That was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for all the feedback and comments and likes. I love you.